Royden, can you name the list of players that are injured at the Boks? And I think I listed 14 players because I looked at the list that they had on SuperSport, the list of players that are injured and the list of players that are supposed to be back. And I counted 14 players. And when I said that to him, he said his eyes just went huge, and he said to me, mate, there's a hiding coming for some teams that they in this World Cup. And he himself, he was surprised. And people said, yeah, Ireland also had 17 players out. I've even gone as far as to ask the Irish fans to name the 17 players that Ireland had out when they beat the Boks. And if you look at it in hindsight, that's actually not the case. Ireland only had 7 players out, 2 of which are in their starting 15. Whereas we had 9 players out, 5 of which are in our starting 15. So, when I look at stats like that, and I look how the team did. Look, the Boks played terrible against Ireland. It was one of the, and I can understand why some of the Irish fans have written the Boks off based on that game. But to me, you never write a team off, especially a team that's missing 14 key players. Never. You never do that. Because when those key players come, that's like playing poker. That's hiding your cards and keeping them to yourself and not playing your strategy. And this is where I feel Mayer's got a psychological advantage over Hansen. Because Hansen, when was the last time Hansen played against, to be honest, a full-strength Bok team? Where Farida Priya, Jacques Fourie, John de Villiers, Vermeulen, Alberts were all, Peter Steph de Toy, were all together at once. Matfield, they were all together at once. Mate, the last time that happened was in the 2011 World Cup. So Hansen hasn't had a taste of a fully full-strength Bok team. Whereas we've had a taste of a full-strength All Black team. So I feel this is why, and this is coming back to your question, why do you have such a passion for Heineke Meyer? And this is where I felt all along Heineke Meyer's got one up on Hansen. Because Meyer hasn't played his 100% full Bok team yet. And Hansen has. He's played his 100% All Black team. So for me, I've put 2 and 2 together and it makes common sense. Meyer's got one up on Hansen. So, like I said, the World Cup's going to be interesting, mate. It's going to be won by the smallest and the faintest of margins. Smallest and faintest of margins.
All right, let's just get a prediction for somewhere closer in the future. How the Boks going to do against Argentina this weekend?
Mate, I wasn't pretty far against the All Blacks. I said that if the Boks win, they would win between 1 and 7, and if they played really well and they were in their mood, they would have smashed them by more than 13 points. And I said if they lost, they would lose less than 7 and less. So the Boks are hurting from their loss to Australia and New Zealand, and with all these big names back, I've got a sneaky suspicion you'd find maybe a 21, 22 points hiding coming for Argentina. It's either going to be a big hiding for Argentina, or Argentina is going to pull something out their hat and be ready for the Springboks. But generally, it's gone down in rugby championship history. After the Argentina in Australia, they got a hiding from the All Blacks. So if it follows suit this year, I've got a feeling the Boks are going to pull one over, and they're going to make it a big one. And if they beat the Argentinians by more, that is a very big, even a bigger psychological blow to New Zealand, because New Zealand only managed to beat them by 2 tries or 3 tries. If the Boks put 30 or 40 points on them, the Boks are better at home than New Zealand. So I'll give it to the Boks. I'll give the Boks by 21 to 25 points.
All right. I'm going to go now.
Okay.
We'll talk again on maybe Sunday or just after the Argentina game.
I hope I'm not going to eat my words.